Hello to my Leos. Leos, this is a bonus video, bonus requested video. We're going to get right into it. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Let's go. All right. Okay, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. For those of you all who want to know what cards I'm using, especially if you're new to reading cards, I'm going to try to put that link below. And you'll get a chance to see that as well. So where you can purchase the cards, all of those things, right? This book, I'll try to put that information, link that information below, everything. So a lot of people ask, so I'll make sure they are tagged below in the description. We have no gatekeeping over here. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Leos. Let's get right into it. I've already prayed over your cards, already asked. There's a lot of people that are going through a very powerful transformation. That's your 8th house. That's intimacy, shared possessions, right? And what we picked up on quite a few times is a lot of people are being taken advantage of right up under their nose, and they don't know it. They don't know it. So we're going to go along with that. So already prayed over your cards. Let's see, let's set the tone for your reading here. Since you're going through a very powerful transformation, we were in the year of 8 last year. 8 is, like I said, very transformative number. That's a karmic number. So you're breaking karmic cycles within yourself first and foremost. And you're seeing who has been benefiting from being in a karmic relationship with you, right? You all are givers by default. We're going to have a full moon. And this is going to be, like I said, a bonus video for you all because we have a full moon in your sign in a couple of days, right? So you want to make sure you're going where you are appreciated and not simply where you are tolerated, where people are taking advantage of you all, Leo. So don't forget to like, share, comments, and of course, subscribe. Set the tone. I detach myself from anger and replace it with compassion, right? Compassion, right? You all are a pretty passionate sign about, everything that you put your mind, body, and spirit into. Y'all out here radiating light, life-filled sunshine that's lighting up everyone else's lives, Leos. So we want to make sure you are making sure that spotlight is on you first and foremost, right? Make sure you are taken care of first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So make sure you all are taken care of first before you're out here lighting up everybody else's life. Like, do those positive affirmations. Wake up, kiss yourself, look at yourself in the mirror. I'm serious. Like, really love up on yourselves first so you have enough, like, overflow for other people, right? So that source can show you what you have not been seeing. And then, of course, tune into here, this channel, and I'll tell you the rest. 800, spiritual downloads. You're getting a lot of spiritual downloads. Of course, this color yellow here speaks to your solar plexus chakra. So prepare for new knowledge. This is an alert from your guides. Your angels are indicating that you will be receiving new information in the form of realizations, wisdom, and emotion. So sit in meditation and focus your energy on opening your crown chakra. That's the top of your head in preparation for this divine light. Picture loving light flowing into you with ease through the top of your head and into an entire being. See this number 8 right here? 8 is a karmic number. 8 is a karmic number. But it's also the money exchange number. So yeah, it's also a money exchange number. When we talk about, for instance, like I said before, we're going to jump into, we're going to try to really kind of slow down your reading to make sure everything is covered here to protect your energy. 8th house speaks to intimacy and shared possessions, right? So deep, dark, mysterious. So the 8th house is where we encounter many of the darker aspects of life. And so here we can experience loss and emotional crisis, but also deep transformation. So the 8th house covers the intimacies of relationships and the complexities of shared finance. A lot of people left karmic relationships with exes. Maybe you shared homes and kids and you just shared, those things together. So, but sometimes when those relationships end, you don't realize you're still being taken advantage of. And that's where sometimes source uses light workers, source uses spiritual downloads to prepare you for new knowledge. Source uses a lot of ways to get a message through to you all, right? So you want to make sure you know what your sign is in your eighth house. You want to make sure you know what your sign is in your eighth house. The solar plexus chakra is your third auric layer. That's your mental body, solar plexus. The mental body resides 3 to 8 inches off of the body, your physical body, and is related to your solar plexus chakra and all of your mental processes, ideas, and judgments, right? This layer is connected to both the conscious and subconscious mind and will reveal any self-doubt and limiting beliefs, right? So when you talk about intimacy and how you allow people to get close, we're not even talking about sex, we're just talking about intimacy, the conversations that you've shared, your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your all of those things with energies. And when it ends, you think, okay, it ended. You moved on, right? That's not always the case. Not always the case. So detach yourself from anger because people have not gotten away with what they think they've gotten away with, right? Source knows exactly who to bring into your life at the right time after you have slowed down, taken off of your super Leo cape. I'm talking to men and women, Leos. Some women have left behind gold digging men. Some of you all have left behind gold digging women. Some men have left behind gold digging men, and some men have left behind gold digging women. Their goal was to take from you from the very beginning, and you never saw it, to set up some kind of a plan to make sure that you all, at some point they've been eating off of you, without your knowledge. So, and as generous as you all are, Leos, a lot of you all probably would have given freely, but it's just the way that it's being done. So you want to pay attention, right? You want to pay attention to things. All right, let's get into it. I've already prayed over your cards. I already asked Source for complete and total clarity. Complete and total clarity. So we're going to go, we're going to go in, right? So here we have, so it's just trying to teach you all you're a fixed sign, but some of you all, you may want to find out what your sign is in, in Sagittarius, because you want to move on. You want to see what, in your, when we're talking about Jupiter, count your blessings. Count your blessings. A lot of you all have been bullied and don't even realize you've been bullied, right? So Source really wants you all to learn how to, and we're not talking about a Sagittarius in particular, we're talking about Jupiter, just so we're crystal clear. Jupiter is, Jupiter speaks to your ninth house, right? Really kind of so speaks to your life, your ninth house. And your ninth house specifically is all about quest and adventure, teaching, higher education, adventure, travel, long journeys, philosophy, religion, beliefs, quest for meaning, right? And so a lot of you all are learning how to no longer take on the responsibility of other people that you have long since moved on from, right? You've long moved on from those energies, right? But some people feel somewhat entitled to what you have, and everybody has a North Star. Everybody has an MC, that's medium coli. And so they have been, let's see. So yeah, detach yourself from anger, replace it with compassion. So here we have, you're just grateful that some things are behind you, that you're no longer talking to certain energies. Here we have the 10 of Cups here. We also have the 6 of Cups, because like I said, some things have been done behind you guys' backs without your knowledge. Here we also have the 5 of Pentacles here. They have been causing some kind of emotional wounding when it comes to your money. You had some idea, but we're about to clear it up here. All right. So, all right. So this card here, right? So this speaks to we were talking about the number 10, right? So 10 is the number for instant manifestation, but also your 10th house is your career and vocation. And so the 10th house is a place of culmination and fruition. It describes your public image, shaping what you do for a living and your role in wider world. Here you reach your achievement and success towards a true calling in life, right? So it's also connects you with parents and authority, your public image, your ambition, your status, your career and vocation, right? And so a lot of these energies that you've been in these intimate relationships to share certain things about yourself where you feel like your inner child can come out and play. And I'm sharing this with you all so that you all can pray ahead of time before you enter into your next relationship, so that when you're in these spaces and you feel like we're in harmony, we're in sync. See this music note right here? We're in harmony and we're in sync with each other, that that their intentions are pure, they're sincere, right? We live in a time where people are recording everything, they are taking pictures of everything, they're doing this and they're doing that, and so on and so forth. But some of you all have not realized that in your intimate conversations that and just allowing your inner child to come out. And again, I'm saying this not to discourage anybody from entering into any new unions, but to be aware of how powerful that ruling luminary that you have, the sun, is, just how powerful it is. I need you all to really start hearing what people are not saying to you. Okay, this is clairaudience. You need to learn how to read between the lines, really pay attention. And the power of the sun, while you're illuminating, every room that you step into, you really want to pay attention to what people are not saying to you, right? Because some emotional wounding has been caused since younger child. So some of you all who have gone through a split with your person and have kids. The kids been stuck in the middle, feeling like they worthless, like they're left out of something, like to some degree it's their fault, the reason why the relationship did not work out, right? And so who did some of yours exes blame? You. You were working, trying to make money, trying to keep a roof over your head, and I'm talking to men and women. So please do not think this is gender specific, because I'm not talking to a particular man, a particular woman. I'm not calling men gold diggers or women gold diggers. Gold diggers is just a term of a person really, they haven't found their star. They don't know their worth, right? Because they feel worthless and they see that you're out here, shining, glistening, and gleaming, and you're, out here taking it to the max. And this is some men and some women are doing this, very career oriented, very driven, operating, in your career. Like I said, you're in your career, your 10th house, right? You're in your career, your career and vocation, right? And sometimes people that you're with feel like, okay, they don't really know why they're here. They don't really know what their purpose on planet Earth is. And that's why you're replacing it with compassion, because at some point you did love someone. At some point you did realize, wow, this person is really trying to find themselves. They're really trying to, and even at some point you just, like I said, you're in your career, but what they were doing is, you got to remember, misery loves company. So if they felt miserable, then without them sometimes even knowing it, they were making the kids feel miserable too. They don't want us, their work is too important, blah blah blah, such and such, such and such. So how do you feel significant? Okay, so if they couldn't physically send themselves in, they send the kids in. Get close to grandma, get close to granddad, become their closest, because then you're going to really get the inside everything, right? Get close to these people so they can bring the information back to you. Again, trying to help you all to really see and pay attention. Pay attention, right? This is why some people have adopted, but in a healthy way, what goes on in this house stays in this house, separating the two. Because, like I said, you all are, but we're saying in a healthy way. We're not talking about any unhealthy practices. What goes on in this house stays in this house mess. That kind of, we're talking about in a healthy way, right? Let kids be kids. They should not have access to your financial records. They shouldn't have access to going into certain rooms and seeing what's on your computer. They shouldn't have access to those things, because a lot of the kids are being groomed by the other bitter parent to find out what is going on in your house. You're thinking it's just that who somebody's dating, who somebody doing it, but they are being programmed now, their little computers, their little computer brains, their little computer bodies, to take pictures with their cell phones of certain things, bank statements, records, this, that, and the other, and stuff is being copied, and people are being very, very very creative with stealing from you. So you need to pay attention. Your kids should not have access to certain things. You're just thinking, okay, well, while you're in the office working, they come in, hey, what you doing? And they want to, saying that they got time with you, and they're sitting there looking at stuff with their little cell phones, click, click, taking pictures, right? And sending that information back to the other parent. And so Source is saying to you, you're going to start learning how to pay more attention to how you are being bullied. It's not an overt bullying like, I'm going to take something from you, I'm going to do. No, they don't need to. They got like, for them, it's the art of war. They're sending in a little spy, right? Little spy who makes sure that the little spy thinks, they don't even realize they have a title of little spy. They're being taught that at a really very early age. And so detach yourself from anger and replace it with compassion, because the compassionate piece is, one, you're very creative, and money is a form of energy. It's a form of energy. And so they will find their star. Whoever the energy is, they will find their star. They will find their north node. They will find where they are, where they're supposed to be. But for you, you had some idea. You had some idea, but a lot of them did not want to have a relationship with your family while you all were together. But all of a sudden, you see your kids are very, very close to them, because that's them wanting the inside. If you can get close to this one, you're always going to have X, Y, and Z. Stay close to aunt, stay close to uncle, stay close to this person, stay close to this person, stay close to that person, right? So pay attention, because a lot of things were being done behind your back without your knowledge. In the spiritual sense, using a little cute spy. The cutest little spy. So, and think about it this way, Leos. When we're all little, when we're sitting around adults, you think we really watching television? Like, we listening to adult conversation. What they talking about? Because what they talking about seem like it's more important than the cartoons. What's going on TV? You paying attention to every little thing, right? But so the cell phones, the watches, those kind of things. So you want to make sure that you are kind of sort of up on those things, right? Yeah, because you have psychic abilities. A lot of things are starting to be uncovered. Remember, there's your superpower, Leos. You're ruled by the sun, right? The sun illuminates the moon. So it illuminates real feelings about things. Some of your kids have been sick to their stomach because they just want to be kids. They don't want to go to the other parent's house and spy on them. They just want to be kids. They already feel devalued, some of them, because the parents have gone separate ways, and they're being told, hey, well, if you go do this, I'll take you to the store, I'll go do such and such, or well, we don't have the same accommodations that so-and-so has, because they got the new wife or the new husband, and they have a such and such kind of life. The source is saying to you, I do see you working on helping your kids to find their North Star, and really highlighting that while protecting yourself, right? A lot of people are, and a lot of karmics, you've been in relationship with them, trying to get along and go along with these karmic relationships, and they have just been stealing right up under your nose. So yeah, that's why you have this Five of Pentacles here. Their goal has always been to make you feel as worthless as they believe that you made them. But that worthlessness they felt worthless back in their own family. They had nothing to do with you. You moving on and having a successful life, somehow they're tying it all in instead of going to do the Chiron work, Chiron. So something has been fulfilled. A light has been shown on something. So you're learning how to create very firm boundaries, and you're enforcing those boundaries. You're learning how to enforce those boundaries, okay? Learn how to enforce those boundaries. Chiron is this is where the compassion comes in, because Chiron is the planet of healing and compassion. It represents our desire to heal and make whole, and can indicate aspects of our life where we have been wounded. So some of you all have been married to people, or who have children with people who have been wounded and feeling left out and feeling worthless in their own family since they were kids. That's very different from a person who, hey, leave my name off the list. Don't invite me because I know what y'all about, right? Talking about their family, right? That doesn't mean they hate their family. They just know what's up, right? So source is saying to you, but the ones who, you can tell they feel worthless, and here comes your sunshine brightening up their life, shining a light on, oh, you're the prettiest, or you're the most handsome person I've ever seen, and you're this and that, but you can tell they have low self-esteem, right? So to some degree, they feel like you played a role in taking their self-esteem. But trust and believe, you don't have to own that. You don't have to hold that L. Source is saying to you, listen, they've been feeling like that from their own family. They had nothing to do with you. How in the world is one person responsible for somebody feeling like this between the ages of 0 and 7? You didn't even know they existed between the ages of 0 and 7, 0 through 7. So you being able to move on should have been the end of that. They should have started working on their shadow self and finding their North Star. And again, I'm talking to men and women. I do not want men to think that all women are gold diggers, and I don't want women to think all men are gold diggers, right? Because that is not the case. Some of y'all have walked away. Y'all have very successful exes who are out there doing their thing. They don't want anything from you. They're doing their thing. They closed out cycles in love. They went and got healing, and they moved on, right? So we're not talking about them. Take only what resonates with you, but somebody needs to start paying attention that you have been in a relationship. Some of you all are still in a relationship with the opposition and don't even realize it. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people don't even realize they're in a relationship with multiple people. They think they're just in a relationship with one person, but they paying several people's bills. Y'all know how angry a person would find out if they were to find out that they get into a relationship with somebody and then find out the person has like 10, 15 kids that they paying bills for, and they didn't even realize it because nobody told them that in the beginning. So Source is trying to tell you to wake up. Your rule by the sun is very, very powerful. It's shining a light on things. So that's why you're getting these spiritual downloads. Somebody's learning how to move on. Somebody is learning how to move on, right? You're right here at your vault door. Some of your kids have been feeling some kind of way because all they've been hearing in their ear is that you're the bad person. You're the bad person. You're the this and that, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. That is how people become light high priestess, because they've been through what you've already been through. High priestess is, we're not talking about dark high priestess where people out here becoming familiar spirits. I'm familiar with this. I'm familiar with that. You have to literally go through the dark where you didn't see anything, like pitch black dark, where you didn't see anything, where it's just like, okay, you just woke up out of a trance dark, in order for you to step into the light. And when you realize how much was being done behind your back without your knowledge, because you've been stumbling around in darkness. That's why I always say, extend yourselves grace. Everybody has been through darkness where people were able to do things behind their back and not even realize what was being done behind their back until the light was shown on something. And people are like, oh my God, they had no idea, right? And so then you have the people who you're between them like salamanders. And this is how some of you all, like I said, got to your throne, right? You don't want history to repeat itself. You want to start paying attention, right? So Source is saying to you, you got people that have your back. Everybody out here is not, I'm telling you, there's some people who walk away from relationships and they go on to have very successful lives, very successful careers. But you have a whole group of people out here that are still using kids, still using property, still using stuff to get back at you, because somehow they lumping you in with their mommy and daddy who made them feel worthless, and their family who left them out or who ostracized them and made them feel like they weren't wanted or whatever. They somehow tossing you into the basket too, right? Everybody they talking, everybody who left them behind into the basket. I will get that one back. I'm gonna get that one back. I'm gonna get that one back. So it's just like, no, not you. You not the one, the two, or the three, right? So that's what true light work is about. Because when people running around tossing out titles, oh, they this, they're light worker, they this and that. No, you had to go through real darkness in order to come out on the other side into the light. And then if you're not sick to your stomach from all the stuff that you've done, it's a total turnoff for some people. It's not just a title. It's very much like you had to go through. People just see you, Leos, in high level government positions, high level this kind of job, high level manager at the department store, the whatever your title or whatever is, but they did not see all the blood, sweat, and the tears, the hard work you had, the humiliation, and all the stuff that you had to go through. It's like planting a seed. They don't see the roots deep under. All they can see was what the growth looks like on top of the soil, right? Source is saying to you, you got people who have your back. That's all you need to know, is that you got people who have your back that's looking out for you. These people are not, don't get it twisted. A lot of light workers, um, choose single life by choice because they're protecting their gifts. They're not interested in you that way, not in that way. Just because some things have been done to them, that's their way of saying, okay, again, operating in their north node. Here's a gift to you so that it doesn't happen to you, right? That's the whole purpose of everybody finding their node. No, everybody wins. Everybody benefits. You don't have any competition. This is for real, for real. Like, so you got people who have your back. You got people who have your back. That is why some of your exes have been so hot, angry, fish hot grease mad, popping out the pan, the iron skillet mad, because you have found your person that you feel safe and intimate with. Because again, for them, their worth lies in your last name. It, for some of you all, it lies, and again, people adopt their wives' last name too. So I'm talking to men and women, so we're crystal clear. It lies in staying connected to you, energetically tied to you. But you're gonna have to learn how to separate and recognize that that is a karmic relationship. They have their own star to follow. They have their own star to follow. Right? So it's something you're not going back to. You're raising your frequency. You're raising your frequency. A lot of you all have been just trying to get along, trying to do the right thing, Leos, and really your heart is in the right place. That's why Source is making sure you're protected. Creators know how to reinvent themselves and keep creating. But you can really make some serious changes. Some serious changes. When you look back, see how this person looks like they have moved on? This could be a man or a woman. This could be a man or woman. Okay, remember, tarot is genderless, right? It could be a man or woman. It takes a person to come into your life who really doesn't want anything from you except but to see you shine. They really are a helpmate, right? Some of you all's exes. We're talking about the ones that have moved on. They have their own career. They got their own stuff going on. They're not trying to take anything from you. Some of y'all have really, really good exes, like really, that didn't want anything from you. They really didn't. They know their worth. They know they're they were just there to support. So y'all probably parted on good terms, made a decision. Hey, but some of y'all got some exes that's out here doing the absolute most until now, right? Until now. Making y'all kids feel just as worthless as their family made them feel worthless. Nope. You about to feel like you have a whole new lease on life because you now starting getting the message, right? Okay. You're starting to get the message. Detach yourself from anger because they're having a tower moment. This is pushing you right into light high priestess energy. This is pushing you into light high priestess energy, right? So they jump to conclusions. They assume that you didn't know what the heck was going on, but their secret has been uncovered. Just like they've been trying to uncover the secrets of everybody that they think that you want to date or marry or align yourself with. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. See, you thought that you thinking, okay, everybody done moved on, right? Do you thinking everybody done moved on, right? They didn't move on. They didn't move on. They thought, okay, how can I get them back from making me feel as worthless as their family and everybody else has made them feel, right? But you are not Boo-Boo the Fool, okay? Neither is a true light high priestess Boo-Boo the Fool. Not at all, right? So go ahead and get your rest because you won't be talking to them anymore at all. You will not be talking to them anymore. There's nothing else to talk about. They have had this sense of entitlement for far too long, trying to find ways to, get to your financial independence, right? Not realizing, and this is where the compassion comes in, is that they have a north node too. They have something that their ancestors have sacrificed for them to be where they are. They look a certain way. They have certain skill set. They have certain this. They have certain that. So that's where the compassion comes in. So that's how you're going to detach yourself from anger. But you are learning how to protect your fire. That's why I keep trying to tell you all, like, When Leos, high vibrating Leos, step into a room, you make people feel significant. Your energy, you don't even have to open up your mouth. You can just stand there and it's like, you know, those points coming off the sunlight, right? And I'm not saying this to boost anybody's ego. I'm just trying to tell you, get to know your ruling luminary, right? You're operating in your 10th house, your north node, your MC, medium coli. Y'all can look all of this up. You've gotten to your north star, right? When y'all leave people's presence, they feel more powerful, they feel more confident, they feel more charismatic, they feel more strong-willed, they feel more motivated, they feel more like they can lead. This confidence level increases. They have mental clarity because y'all have a way of just going right in and just saying it. Like, I don't really care what people think, right? And that's not arrogance. It's like that's taking up too much bandwidth. It's too much space. You're here to do a job. You can't be concerned with all of the people who see you as competition. You're honing in on what you're here for, right? And so when you do this with your kids and teach them, give them that level of self-confidence while protecting yourselves, right? While protecting yourselves from these energies who have been sending them in because they already feel worthless, feel bad anyway. You're learning how to protect yourselves. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your financial independence, right? So you're creating something brand new now. Creating something brand new, right? Creating something brand new. Yeah, there it is. So that you don't feel like you're being pulled in two different directions. So financially, you're creating something brand new that does not involve, because it's not your duty and responsibility. I know some of y'all new people trying to throw me a high five. I can feel it through the screen. Listen, that's not your responsibility to take care of them. The ex is an ex for a reason. They've been excommunicated. You may be taking care of them, their family, the whole nine shebang, whatever. If it's something like child support or whatever, the course will determine whatever, if you get the course or whatever involved. But that's how some people have been taking from you all. They have been sending the little spies in with their little cell phones, their little, watches, their little this, that, and the other, taking pictures and doing stuff like that. So y'all need to learn how to pay attention. You need to learn how, because you're creating something brand new. But a lot of it is, a lot of them are in very poisonous environments. Some of your kids are in poisonous environments. I don't mean like the house is dirty. I'm talking about poisonous environments where little slick comments and sarcasm is being said about you around your back. They got their little friends coming over saying, "Oh, well, I just learned." Some of their friends spend more time learning technology and how to steal from you versus going to actually go get a job. But they would be the first ones to talk about, "Oh, that person, they don't have a job, they don't have a certain lifestyle, they don't have a such and such or whatever." But they teaching kids how to do stuff like to steal from the other parent. So it's saying you're about to wake up. You are about to wake up because you are not a fool, and those roots run real deep. Those bullying roots for them run real deep. Run real deep, right? And so, yeah, some of you all have not been meticulous in your paying attention. Some of y'all have not been really paying attention, to some things. And so, but you will pay attention. Again, I'm talking to women need to pay attention just as much as men need to pay attention, because you do got some men out here that have been living off of your name, your career, the stuff that you've been working on too. So wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. So, I hope you all see this video. This is, like I said, this is going to be a bonus video. And hopefully you all can protect yourselves, protect your energy, because everybody does not have gold digging, exes. Not everybody has gold digging. Y'all just look at some of the people that y'all dated. Y'all moved on from them. They doing very well. You're doing very well. They haven't taken anything from you. Once the relationship was over, it was over. They moved on. You moved on. And that was the end of that. That was that. But the reason why these kids keep coming out, because these are people that some of y'all have kids with. And they told y'all that their family made them feel a certain way, and they told you out of their mouth. Versus a person who says, no, their family on some other kind of stuff. They don't go around. That's a different kind of conversation. Those people are saying they know their worth and their value. They don't need to be invited to things. They're good, right? Because there are some people who do not spend time around their family because they know their family is just on that, they're on another frequency, right? But then you have some people who, the woe is me, my family's always treated me this way, this didn't want me, this whatever, so on and so forth. We're not playing the mind games anymore. So so you're going to start paying attention. You're going to start paying attention to this. You're going to start paying attention. You all would actually have much better relationships and a lot more respect for some of your exes if they were not playing using your kids as little pawns to play games with people to try to get what they needed to get from you. A lot of you will have a whole lot more respect for them for not trying to take anything from you. Matter of fact, because you all are such a generous sign, I can talk. A lot of people are very generous, not just Leos, but a lot of people are very generous. A lot of people, if you just came right out and just asked, the answer is going to be yes or no. That's it, just yes or no. I feel like a lot of you all, like I said, the reason why you all are moving on because you're learning how to pay more attention. You're learning how to pay more attention, right? So yeah, your third eye is now open. Your third eye is now open. Do not make any disparaging comments about people who have not found their North Star, because you all are ruled by the sun. So, this is where the compassion comes in. You want to start pouring into yourself. You don't need to be torn in two different directions where you're confused. You really just need to start paying attention into how people have been able to creatively steal your money, all while making whoever this energy is feel less and less and less, while they begin to feel more significant. Y'all will even start hearing, oh, well, you don't really give so and so credit, you don't really do such and such, you don't really do such and such. So it's saying to you, yeah, and in your fairness, you're like, well, because again, here you come in like sunny delight, right? So again, Source wants you to really start paying attention. Really, really start paying attention. Somebody has kids with, they are just as valuable to the creator as you all are. But to use energies and align themselves with other people who feel like they're somewhat entitled after you have moved on is not it. That's not it. That's not cool. That's not it. It's not. Yeah. Somebody is now starting to realize who is behind it. I want to say something so bad, but child, this is the worldwide. Let me put it this way. That's why intuition is not just women's intuition. Even though you hear it, a lot of men are on to something they don't even realize they are on to. Like, that's why yeah, I will say this, Leo. So I don't want y'all to put any comments like, no, don't hold back. This is the World Wide Web. We cannot put everything on social media because our videos will get flagged and taken down. I don't want this video to be flagged and taken down. So please don't put those comments under my video. I'll just say it. Just say, no, we can't put everything on social media. Leos, when y'all find, and I'm talking to men and women Leos, when y'all find out that you're the safe spaces in your life that's been a safe space for you, like maybe some of your mom, some of your dad, some of your siblings, you feel safe around them, like you feel like your inner child can come out and play. When somebody new comes into the fold and they're not supportive of that, that's a huge red flag. We're not talking about these friends that's the ones that's covering up some stuff, some mess. We're not talking about those friends. We're talking about genuine, clear, mom, dad genuinely loves you. You feel like it's a safe space. You know, when your water gets low, you can always hop on a plane and go fly and see mom or dad or sister, brother. They just there, right? They've been there. They're gonna be there. There's no jealousy, no envy, no nothing. When people come in from the outside and they're trying to disrupt that, y'all need to start paying attention. Like be because they've been your safe space. They don't want anything from you, especially you got their family members. They don't want anything from you. They just there. They just got your back. They not asking you to pay their house off. They not trying to. They ain't saying pay their bills. No nothing. They don't see anybody as competition. They just kind of in the background and is a support for you. And somebody comes in and they competing with that. Leos, y'all need to pay attention, right? See that little snake up there? Make sure that grass is cut on a regular basis. So yeah, so sometimes it's a lot of different ways of things being poisonous, right? Remember, our bodies are these vessels, you know, and they absorb just like your skin absorbs, you know, fumes and this and that. They're also absorbing what's coming in their ear gate and eye gate. And some people do feel torn between, they like, okay, they're just trying to be kids. They just trying to be kids, right? So pay attention to all of that, right? You all have some idea of who's behind it. Light workers really know what's going on, like that you all have been sacrificed. Just because you're dreaming bigger, but the same creator that created you to dream bigger created everybody to dream big. That's why I keep re-emphasizing there is no competition, none whatsoever. Some of you all would have supported your ex's dreams, just the fact that, hey, they out here doing something, you know, that's going to make your kids' lives better. Y'all would have been right there, rah, 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 helping them do such and such. But this is the way some people are going about doing things. That is why you're moving on. That is why you're finally saying you're moving on and you're not coming back, because these two energies have been responsible in different ways. They're connected to certain things that somehow been using your name, been using your likeness, been using your kids, been constantly just eating off of you long after something has ended. You had some idea, but I'm telling you, there's a remnant of people who have your back. They're not trying to sleep with you. They're not trying to date you. They're not trying to get anything from you, except they're operating in their north node. And some of you exes are so nervous and so scared. They want their position. Wrong. wrong. Big X wrong. Don't want to be in their position at all. Not trying to have kids with you, not trying to date you, not trying to do anything except operating in North Node. But that lets you know their self-esteem is still so low, they still feel worthless, that they got to compete with somebody who is really genuinely trying to help you. Sincerely trying to help, don't want anything from you, nothing. Don't want anything from you. So wake up, y'all. Wake up. People be stalking people who think that they're watching you, but people are watching you because that's who was assigned to you. They're watching you. They're not trying to date you. They ain't trying to hook up with you, trying to meet you. Some of you all who are single, I'm telling y'all may be starting to think about, like, okay, that ex that I was with, who are single. I'm not talking about if you already married and got your person, you with your person. Some of y'all who are single, when you think back to some of your exes, especially the ones who are accomplished, who got their stuff together, you may be thinking, okay, that one right there sets the bar. They may not have been perfect, just like you're not perfect, but in terms of just like now your light has been turned on, you've been really enlightened, and some things about yourself have been uncovered. You may be looking at your ex, I would say one, but it could be one of your exes that you're looking back at like, you know what? That one sets the bar. I'm from there on up, right? It's not a light worker. I mean, that person could be, your ex could be a light worker, but it's not, like, don't get it twisted when we talk about like people being attracted to people. It's not, people are assigned to you. Source will assign certain people who are just got your back. So don't get it turned around, twisted. And your ex has been stalking them, trying to make, because they think, okay, that's somebody that you're interested in. They got it all wrong. They got it all wrong. So you need to sit down somewhere and journal. Somebody who is operating in their north node, that's on a totally different frequency. They're not even looking at you in a sexual way at all. They're operating in their north node. They're not looking at you like that. Source has assigned certain people to certain people just to look out. So if you've been feeling like, okay, maybe you and an ex, y'all have both come to like this, and I'm talking to single people, okay? Just single people, right? An ex is an ex for a reason, but if there's an ex that you said, okay, we both are in our north node right now, and we both have history together, we're both in a particular lifestyle, we both, like I said, whatever the lifestyle, both, maybe y'all are celebrities, maybe y'all both government employees, maybe y'all both, whatever the case may be, and y'all in this kind of like running the same circles, where somebody wouldn't be brand new being thrust into a particular lifestyle that they're not accustomed to. If you feel like there's an ex that you feel like, okay, maybe I need to spin the block, like they single, you still single, maybe y'all need to take another look at each other, some of you all, right? That's not all exes, but maybe you need to take a look at this ex, like, okay, we different now, like maybe we really were a power couple, maybe some egos got in the way or whatever. We're not talking about exes that's out here using people to still hang on to you, trying to take on your, like, mirroring, everything that you're doing. And just like, because they haven't, so you got to step out of the comfort zone, your north node, right? 10th house. Right? So hopefully that wasn't confusing, because some people, like I said, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. This is a general reading. But that's why you're replacing any anger with compassion, because you realize when people don't know their north node, they go around just copying everything. They got friends around and they're telling them, you can take this person for this, you can do this, everybody got those exes, everybody. So look for fairies. You bought into some kind of a fairy tale that ended up being a nightmare for you, so it's time for you to wake up. Wake up. Energy, they talked a good game, had you smiling and doing everything, and some of them said, but anyway, so it's saying you're learning how to wake up and detach yourself from any kind of anger. Yeah, you're going on some kind of a quest. You're starting to pay attention. You're starting, just like other people go on a quest for knowledge. So you be taking a flight somewhere. Yeah. But something has ended. Some energies were literally obsessed with creating chaos and confusion in your life. You will be taking a flight somewhere. I feel like somebody's getting ready to go sit down and talk to their accountant, or somebody that you talking, some kind of business conversation you having with some energies. But yeah. So you making sure people are not blindsided, because now because some energies, like I said, you may have felt blindsided before, but now you're paying attention. You're like, okay, you need to learn how to, you're looking at duality now. You're starting to pay attention to duality. 2 symbolizes peace. Like people throw up the peace sign, but so 2 energies, you may have been blindsided by 2 energies, but sources say no, it's being turned upside down now. Because they made, like I said, they sent their spies into, and the spy didn't even, sometimes, y'all need to read the book with The Art of War. But anyways, different types of spies. They sent their spies in. This little spies didn't even know they were spying. They would just go look at this and go look at that, beyond who was at mom or dad's house, or if you're married or whatever, how did they treat you, when you were there? Were they nice to you? Did they treat you like their other kids? Did they treat you the same? Aside from that, right, that's surface stuff. These energies have gotten a lot more creative. A lot more creative. They bringing in cell phones, taking pictures, recording conversations, doing the most. Putting little cameras and plants. I mean, just doing. So yeah, something has to, so you can keep your, so you have enough information at this point. Like you have enough information to now hold on to your wealth, to hold on to your, so your money is about to start growing because you're about to really start paying attention. But yeah, that's what it came into. Some people saw you as financially independent. They feel like, okay, they're gonna be financially independent. So they stacking their money, making sure they're keeping on to, holding on to stuff. So pay attention. You're gonna pay something. You're gonna pay attention. That's what I have for you all, Leos. Hopefully this has been helpful to you all. Like I said before, there's different types of spies, and them energies have been using spies. Y'all thinking that they're using friends and cars sitting outside your door. Y'all got kids with certain people. They've been using your kids for years. Yeah. Because you too busy looking outside the door. Who's following? Is that person? Now I got to see, who's in line with. They're using kids. And then guess what? They don't even have to pay the kids that much. All they pay the kids is in compliments or, a bowl of cereal. Or, take you to the amusement park. That kind of thing, right? Kids don't even have a clue. That's what I have for you all. Hopefully this has been helpful. Start paying attention, Leos. Like I said, thank you all for asking for bonus videos, because this is what came out in bonus videos. You all, they have the capacity to dream bigger too. Some things are coming to light for you all. But yeah, you're definitely ending some relationships with some energies who are upset, who have been obsessed with using your kids to continue to live off of you. And I'm talking to men and women. I gotta reiterate that, because there are some men out here that feel entitled to women's money, so I need you all to really start paying attention. So it's men and women who do it. So don't get all caught up in women are gold diggers, men are gold diggers. That's no more. That's crazy as people saying all men are dogs or all women are. Then how in the world is that all? Like that don't even make sense. But anyway, so you're detaching yourself from anger and replacing it with compassion, because now you're just restructuring a lot of things now. You're really paying attention, Leo. So hopefully this is helpful. And but yeah, you're ending something in terms of you jumping to conclusions about something before. You're really starting to get some things structured now. All right, bye.